Hey guys, what's going on? Point Breach at your servers bringing you a Uncharted 3 gameplay on the map Airstrip? I have no idea what this map is called. But as you can see, this map is really cool because there's trucks and planes and stuff that move and yeah. And I know my sound and audio, gameplay audio is like 3 seconds off and it's like totally weird because it's like he's shooting but there's no sound coming out of it. I mean, have you seen that? I don't think that's supposed to be normal. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. It might be. It might not be. I'm I'm like that. So whatever. Look at this trick. It's like walking into my fire. It's like. "Dirty." Oh, I love those bullets. I will definitely walk into your rain of fire. And I mean, seriously. Whatever. I don't know. Some noobs on this gameplay. But as you can tell from the title, if there is a title, today we're going to be talking about the new weapon damage thing, and this is all inspired by Matimio's new commentary, where he's talking about where he's trying to, well, he's suggesting and like explaining what would happen if Battlefield 4 would implement like a 5 kill system, 5 hit kill system up close for assault rifles, and like a 7 hit kill for long range for assault rifles. And the things he said were a little bit, how do I put this? A little melodramatic, I guess. It wasn't exactly like enthusiastic. It was kind of like, one bullet kill is not gonna do anything. But the thing I wanted to take out of it was how will Call of Duty Ghosts respond to it? Because if you guys know, if I know you like, if, since you guys play Call of Duty, I'm guessing you guys play Call of Duty. The thing with, well, not the thing with Call of Duty. Oh my God, I'm messing this commentary up. Don't get on it. The thing that games like Call of Duty Ghosts and not Call of Duty Ghosts. What am I saying? Yeah, I love doing this. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3, they really implemented the system where it takes a lot of time to not, I don't know, it takes a very little time to kill people. You can so basically if you turn around the corner and you see a guy, just drop shot him and you take him out. It's super easy and it's super annoying because it takes absolutely no skill. And that's what a lot of people have complaints and that's why a lot of people rage, like, throw your controller at the wall, or bang your TV with a baseball bat, and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It makes sense because you're raging so much. And it's just annoying. And I specifically chose Uncharted 3's gameplay for this. If you guys don't know, Uncharted 3's multiplayer, it takes about 7 to 10 bullets to kill a guy. Yeah, 7 to 10 bullets to kill a guy. That's crazy long time. That means you gotta really focus your fire. And the way that this game works is that there's a lot of recoil to the guns, and the guns feel like legit, and there's a lot of like, accuracy penalties and stuff like that. So it's not easy to just go around and shoot people because there's so many mechanics in this, and kill people really fast because there's so many mechanics in this game that don't allow you to do that. And I think that's pretty cool. It's a unique style. Does Call of Duty Ghosts need this? Does Battlefield 4 need this? No, no, because they're more like FPS, and I think they should stick with their lower than this damage system. But I think they should buff it up. Like there's much more that goes on with this commentary. And I'm gonna explain that later in this commentary. But I think a 3-hit kill up close with the mechanics of Modern Warfare 3 just doesn't work. I don't know. It just feels a little bit ragey. Black Ops 2 kind of fixed it. Not exactly, but just kind of, where it somewhat feels like you actually have to aim. But you might be saying, hey, Modern Warfare 2, where you get assault rifles with stopping powers that are 2-hit kills up close, and then maybe like a 3-hit kill at long range. Hey, why aren't you complaining about that? Or maybe why aren't you complaining about like COD 4 with stopping power and Juggernaut? Here's why, and this is the biggest complaint I've had with Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. And this is the reason why that the people rage at Black Ops 2 the way they do. People might be like, oh, what? What? That's never why. That's not the reason why. But think about it. And map size. Just think about it. map size. So as you can see here from right now that's going on in the Uncharted gameplay, I'm in a rooftop, and this rooftop is huge, and this map is pretty big too. And you see that there's like a dynamic map where you're first on the airplane strip, and then now you're here, and that's like there's big maps where you actually have to like you can't just run out into the open and just start shooting everyone. No, you have to take cover. You have to understand what you're doing. You have to understand the movements you're making and stuff like that. So I like that. That's how Modern Warfare 2's was. That's how not Bacon. I was about to say COD 4, and then I was thinking of Bacon. I'm like, there are some maps that don't do that in Modern Warfare 2. That's why those maps are like unique. Let's say Rust or Bacon or Shipment or stuff like that. Those maps are unique, and they're made for that reason that Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 have in every single map, and that's just not fair because every single map is pretty much the same, and you have to limit your strategies much more than you could in than you had to in previous games, and that's not good at all. I like the freedom and the versatility that Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 1, basically COD 4, were able to supply with you. And even Uncharted 3 and Battlefield 3 too. Battlefield 3 is in a game where you can just sprint around the corner and shoot people. Yeah, there are some maps, but of course those are the maps like Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 that I said, where there's a couple maps like those where you can do that. Like a no-shard TDM and stuff like that. So, you know, that's another thing with Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3. They've shortened the size of the maps, and they've shortened the kind of engagements and the overall map size and stuff like that. So basically, you're more confined, you're more constrained, and stuff like that. I think I'm using that word correctly. But you're much more like you're much more placed in shorter engagements, and that's never good. Because you want a good balance of everything. An example to counter that is add more bigger maps. I know people would say like, oh, Array is a huge map and I hated it so much. I'm not saying the kind of maps that are bad. I'm saying maps that are tested and proven to be good. That you, like for Call of Duty Ghost, that they would actually test and prove to be good. So I'm saying maps like Afghan, maps like Jungle, and stuff like that. I can't actually name much more. Crossfire was really good, but don't make it maps like Array or Overgrown or Derail, where you just really don't want to play on those maps. Like Afghan worked so well because it was able to capture everyone's attention. You could snipe very well in it. It was a long range map. It was designed for long range. You're not going to be running around with an SMG. You're going to be running around with assault rifles and sniper rifles, even LMGs to some extent, but not, you know, like shotguns and stuff. Maybe if you weren't at stealth class, then yeah, and maybe for like anticipating the enemy, but you're not gonna run around it as a primary, and that's the kind of thing that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 have taken out of the game, where everything is shorter, so it's easier to kill people, basically because you have no skill. And I think that the two examples that I've provided, increasing the damage, so I guess maybe a 4-shot kill, because if you want to keep the map size the same way, then a 4-shot kill. But I think the better way to fix the system is to implement bigger maps. I think that would go perfectly, because I like maps that are small. I mean, I like having maps that aren't that big, that are confined, and where you have to really be quick on your feet and, you know, react really quickly. But I don't like it in every single map of the game, you know. And I think people will also say like, hey, there are a couple maps that are really big. People might refer to Turbine, since it's probably the biggest map in Black Ops 2 multiplayer. It is the biggest map in Black Ops 2 multiplayer. I'm gonna flat out say that. And I think it's not the best map, not the worst map, but it's not as bad as people say it is. I definitely think it's very well done. I think it's a very good multiplayer map. Because of its long-range maneuvers and stuff, and that they were actually able to do it well, with a nice balance, where you could run around with an SMG and do somewhat well, but it's not recommended, and you won't do as well as you could with LMG or assault rifle or sniper rifle and means of those like things. So with that, I don't expect them to look at his commentary and be like, oh, definitely, we're gonna put that in. Obviously, I don't have the subscriber amount and people like watching me to be like, hey guys, post it on their Twitter page, and together we'll be able to form a revolution where they'll have to like accept everything we do. And yeah, I mean, you can see how much of a difference the longer damage makes. I believe Halo works in the same way as this, where you have to take a lot of bullets to kill. And I know games like Transformers: Fall of Cybertron that I'm actually playing, and I'm gonna be uploading videos soon. Also take advantage of that, and I really like that. So that being said, Call of Duty Ghosts should not implement the 7 to 10 damage system, and they should not implement the kind of like 2 to 4 damage system if they're keeping the same map size, or even the 3 to 4 map size, because the range that they have, the 3 to 4 map size, 3 to 4 like damage models is it's too much. So I'm saying that. So I think if you guys are gonna directly talk about damage, I think it should be where you have, this is the absolute most, 2-hit damage up close, and that's to like 2 feet, or maybe like 3 feet, or maybe like a couple meters or something like that. After that, 3-hit kill for about, let's say, 7 meters. This is just off the top of my head. Anything past that, I guess 7 to 15 is for it. Anything past that is 15. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. See you guys later. Hope you guys, by the way, hope you guys take this into account, and just think about this, I guess. So see you guys.